Hey everyone, today I've got your Nocturnal Animals movie review. A woman is haunted by her ex-husband's violent thriller novel, which she thinks could be his way of getting back at her for reasons I will not spoil. As far as the story goes, Tom Ford directs this film, which has this obviously haunting and mysterious vibe, and I really found it engaging to watch because it did have this compelling story, which definitely sucks you in to another realm of imagination, which is somewhat told from the perspective of certain characters, and you get to see what was going on inside the mind of Jake Gyllenhaal's character, because he's the one that wrote this novel that he sent to Amy Adams, and you get to see what motivated him to write that, and it definitely comes off as something where it keeps you guessing up until the very end, and I really like movies like this where it's not just completely obvious what's going on, though sometimes a story like this could disconnect some audience members into thinking, well, I don't really know exactly what's going on. Sometimes it shows you right off the bat, and sometimes you are just left guessing, like I said. I do like the mystery aspect of it, and I felt like it was definitely told in a very, great way. As far as the casting goes, you've got Amy Adams, who plays this woman who runs this art gallery, but she's also got her own relationship problems that she's trying to have on the mend because she ends up getting remarried. She, is a mystery in herself, and I love Amy Adams in this movie, and it's really unfortunate that not only with this movie but also with Arrival, she's come out with a couple great performances this year, or should I say last year, and wasn't even recognized at all at the Oscars, but that's another story for another day. But I think in this movie, she was just absolutely incredible to watch on screen. She's just so alluring and mysterious, and I really feel for her character, and you definitely see her taking this dark role seriously, and she's slowly delving into this chaotic spectrum of sadness. It's just really impressive to see. Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays the author of this novel that he sends to Amy Adams, and I like that he puts himself in multiple roles in this film, or at least we get to see that on screen. You get to see him as the ex-husband, and then you also see him as a husband to Isla Fisher's character, and I guess that was like where he's putting himself in the role of the man that's in his story that he writes. His character transformed in this film because you get to make sense of everything that he was trying to lay out to Amy Adams. Speaking of stories, you've got Aaron TaylorJohnson, who plays the, villain of his story, and he was incredible in this movie. He's already won a Golden Globe for this movie, for this role, and he was just so intense, and it was almost unnerving and creepy to watch him just portray this really sick and twisted character. And other great performances by Michael Shannon, and he plays this cop that's also in the story, Armie Hammer, as well as, like I said, Isla Fisher. So I definitely think this cast was pretty incredible. As far as the things that I like about this movie, it definitely had some intense moments that really had you on the edge of your seat. It definitely left me wanting more to see, but then again, it was almost too intense to watch because it was also very heart-wrenching. at times to see the circumstances of which some of these characters ended up putting themselves through. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, there were some confusing moments that, you know, had me scratching my head thinking, okay, I don't know if it was the editing or it was the way the story was being told or something, but I was slightly confused at times. But it could have also been because of how slow moving the movie was, so it's not like a very fast-paced film, even though there are some intense scenes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're very quick. Overall, I would say that Nocturnal Animals is a pretty intense film. I don't know if it's one of my favorites just yet, but I think it is still a very well done and portrayed film. So I would recommend seeing this film just for the acting alone. So I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Nocturnal Animals, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.